Hi guys, this is going to be a quick video just because I had to record it and I want to make sure that you have a video and that you can see what I've done. So I just need you to know that the reflexive property means 8 equals 8, like B plus B, it equals the same thing. The symmetric property, if any time you switch the order of the equal signs, like right here you can see 18 equals negative n plus 2, negative 2n plus 4, and you've rewritten it, because I know personally I like my variables on the left-hand side. That's called the symmetric. The transitive you probably used a lot in geometry. It's where you switch sides. Not switch sides, I'm sorry. 5p plus 3 equals 48. 48 equals 7p minus 15. And if that happens, this equals this. Substitution, you guys are bombs at the substitution. That's where you might replace x with 2, a with 8. Right here, instead of writing 6 plus 1, you wrote 7. Okay, so on your notes, you should have the very first one. So see how negative 11a plus 2 equals negative 3a, and then we rewrote it so that negative 3a equals, so we just switched sides. That's a symmetric property. If it was reflective, they would be the same. If it was transitive, it would be if then, if this and this, then this happens. And we didn't substitute because we didn't replace anything. Okay, so now we're going to talk about equations. And what I want, oops, sorry. What I want to do is I want to show you some equations on this sheet. So we're going to go to 4a. These are both one-step equations because it takes you one step to get the answer. So x minus 14.29 equals 25. In order to get rid of minus 14 plus 29, we're going to do the opposite, and that means we're going to add it. So our one step was the addition property of equality because we're adding the same thing to both sides. On 4b, you had 2/3. In order to get rid of 2/3, to eliminate it on that side, you multiply it by its inverse. Its multiplicative inverse, which is 3/2. We've talked about multiplicative inverses before. So right here, I multiplied both sides by 3/2. Notice that I said, oh, 2 goes into 18 negative 9 times, and then negative 9 times 3 gave me negative 27. That's how I did that one. Okay. Now, for the next one, for 5a, notice I had to distribute the 3. So 3 times 4 is 12x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So the negative 10x stayed the same. 3 times 4 is 12x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. I combined negative 10x and 12x. That's how I got the 2x. So negative 10 plus 12x is 2x. Then I brought down the negative 6. In order to eliminate the 6, I added it to both sides. So that's how I got the 2x, and 6 plus 6 is 12. Then I divided by 2, and that's how I got the 6. So again, 3 times 4x was 12x, 3 times 2 is negative 6, and I combined the like terms. Now for 5b, 2 times 2x is 4x, 2 times 1 is negative 2. Now, this is a subtraction sign except when you're about to distribute it. Then it becomes a negative. So we're going to distribute this negative 4. So negative 4 times 3x is negative 12x. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. And that all equals negative 2. So 2 times 2 is 4x. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 4 times 3 was negative 12x. Negative 4 times 1 was negative 4. It equals 2. Now the reason I circled 4x and 12x is because those are like terms. So 4x minus 12x is negative 8x. So again, 4x minus 12x is negative 8x. Negative 2 and negative 4 is negative 6. Then what I did is I added 6 to both sides because I needed to get the negative 8x by itself. Negative 6 and negative 6, they cancel each other out. So where I would have just crossed those out. And I'm left with negative 8x equals 8. I need to divide both sides by negative 8, and x equals negative 1. Now, for the very last problem, I'm going to do it on a piece of paper so that you guys can see it. Okay, so it says the formula for the surface area is S equals 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And it wants us to solve for h. In order to do that, I need to eliminate this. So to do that, I'm going to subtract from both sides. These are going to cancel out. And I'm going to put that s first. So I'm going to write s minus 2 pi r squared equals 2 pi rh. So I just eliminated that. That's all I did is I subtracted because I needed to get the h by itself. Now all of this means multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide everything by 2 pi r. That's because I want to get rid of anything except for the h. And then I'm just going to do this. So again, you guys, I eliminated this. And because that was just being added or subtracted, just like a number. And so I moved it to the other side. This is all multiplication, so now I'm going to divide by it. The 2's cancel out, the pi's cancel out, the r's cancel out. And I'm left with h. Now, on this side, I can't do that. I can't just eliminate things because there's a subtraction sign. Now this answer is fine. It's a perfectly acceptable answer, except that we probably need to simplify it. This is good, but we're going to simplify it like we would if we got 12/8 or 8/6. So we're going to simplify it. We're going to take the s and put it over 2 pi r minus, we're going to put 2 pi r squared over 2 pi r. This stays the same. Okay, I'm sorry you can't see that. This is going to stay the same. The 2's are going to cancel out. The pi's are going to cancel out. And you guys, r squared means r times r. So one r is going to cancel out. So now I'm just left with r equals h. And that is my final answer. So s over 2 pi r minus r equals h. Thanks, guys.